What's up, everybody? Got my Team Z anti-roll bar in today. This is a nice heavy-duty piece, as long as you don't drop it on the floor and bend the fucking tab like I just did before. So I know you saw me paint this underside of the car, but you only have to grind a little bit to weld this in, because you don't fully weld this in. You only weld it on the front and the bottom. I mean, you can, as Dave said from Team Z, you can, but it's just not needed. So we got to put this in. It's a nice piece. It comes with a nice powder coating on it. What's vein coating? What's this called? Vein?
I have no idea.
Vein coating, I think it's called. It's a nice piece. It's got bronze bushings with a lube. It's supposed to self-lubricate, apparently. Or brass, whatever. Brass, bronze.
Broken. Fucking broken.
Broke it. So Team Z did a video on this with Lou from... What the fuck show is he from?
Carfix.
From Carfix. It's probably my favorite show out of all of them, because all the other ones suck. So there's a pretty good video, quick video, but I'm going to make mine because it's just going with everything else. So that goes up above your upper control arms, and it goes up by your bulkhead, like 2 inches away from your bulkhead. I just tried to fit it in. It didn't fit right because I welded my torque boxes. The welds are a little too big, so I got to knock those down first. So the bar sits on top of your upper control arm mount, I guess you can call that. So I got too much weld, and it's holding it from, yeah, fucking going in. Alright, now that those are all ground down, maybe my assistant, Vanna White back here,
Vanna White, my fucking ass.
can hand me my anti-roll bar.
Fuck, I wish I looked as good as Vanna White.
Yeah, you fucking both.
Is she like 60 by now?
Oh, she's gotta be somewhere up there.
Is it better now?
Not at all.
How much weld did you put on there, man?
It's not hitting. It's not even hitting the weld. That's the problem.
Uh-oh. Are them plates bent, maybe? From you and...
That one
looks... dropped?
Looks pretty fucking straight.
You didn't get a...
And this bent out, so.
Where's the box? There's no parking around there.
So guys, like usual, I told you always get your vice grips out. They come in mighty handy with this one. This fucking thing's a pain in my ass already.
Okay. 7904. All the same.
No, that shit is bound like a motherfucker. Hand me that ruler, Dave, on top of the toolbox right there.
We got.
That metal.
Oh.
I can't see the measurement. Inch and 3/4. Inch and 3/4. I'm even side to side.
Don't turn?
Not at all.
Seriously.
Seriously. Especially with the fingertips he was fucking using on it.
Don't try to go up. Go down.
I tried to go down, hey.
What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying.
No, like literally, like mine falls now.
I saw it. Something is not right.
Yeah, something's not happy right now. Is it tight? Like,
Oh,
you still gotta take some of that weld off of there. You know what I'm saying? Is it?
But I'm flat with the actual metal of the torque box. And it looks like it's freaking straight in the bushings. Yeah, cameraman, no more now? No more Vanna White?
That's right. No more Vanna White. Now I'm a cameraman.
Okay, well, still like.
It looks better though. Why is it? It's hitting the clamp.
Yeah, it's hitting the clamp.
Oh, okay. No, that's much better than where we were.
Yeah, but his looked a hell of a lot looser than. Too much on this side. Alright, so after a whole bunch of grinding on everything pretty much, you could see where the bar lands. It's like partly on there. It's the same with this side. And this is how you want it to go. You want it to be that light. It's supposed to move very freely on its own, which it was not doing. Alright, so I think I don't think it's even top to bottom. I think this side's lower. Oh, I made it tighter again. See that? Just pushing it up a 1/4 inch makes it tighter.
Yeah, well, it's got to be centered then.
Yeah, but I think it was lower on this side. That's the problem.
Put a level on it. Put a level. Is the car level?
It depends on where you get your level measurement from. It's gonna be in the same drawer of all the measurement shit. Weld it.
Good.
Weld it quickly before something fucking moves. Quickly fucking weld it. Need a little more. Well, that sounds better.
Yeah.
Oh, what just happened?
Okay. Out of wire?
Better not be out of wire. Oh no!
Out of wire?
Out of wire. Oh, I got it back in at least.
You tacked one side or both sides?
Both sides. Look at the last tack.
Undo it. Undoes it. Does it. Oh. How's it move?
Oh, it gets a little stiff, but it's not going to be done. How'd it get stiff? I let go of the fucking clamps and it got stiff. Oh, my battery's about to die. I have to switch. Alright, so I tacked this nonsense in, and it's tight again. I mean, it's smooth, but it's tight. So I gotta cut this fucking tacks off this one side and see what the fuck is going on. All I know is I'm not happy installing this fucking thing. That's for damn sure. Fucking stiffened it up a little. Watch your hand.
Leave it there. Fucking hold it. Weld it. Before you fuck with it, just tack it. Now. Do it. Do it. Do it. Stop asking questions. Don't look at it. Don't think about it. Just tack it. Do it. Make it snappy.
Junk. Fucking junk. Where's my fucking glove?
You need that shit. Tack it.
There it is. Can't see. Hold the bar up.
Tight up. Woo. Perfect shot.
Still good? Not as good as before.
No. What happened?
Fucking welded it.
How does that fuck it up? What are you doing over there? You're not doing the right welding. You're doing the bad welding. No, way worse. Way worse. Nope. Too far. Too far. Too far. Too far.
Okay, stiffer again?
Yeah. Too far. Too far.
Can't do anything. As far as it goes.
Nope. Stiff again.
What the fuck is going on with this piece of shit, man?
Remove that like butter.
Alrighty.
There you go. See?
Thank the fucking Lord that shit is over. Holy fuck. I got a bunch of tacks on it now. You can see all the fucking tack welds I got just to get this thing to fucking slide, but you can see it fucking spins. That's the way you want it. That's it.
Like butter.
Alright, let's burn this bitch in slowly but surely.
Yeah. Like slowly. And then like check it. Slowly. Check it. Slowly. Check it.
Alright, after you go through all the hell of getting that bar in, if you're like me with, you know, no luck, you gotta weld the down tabs on. I don't know. So, there's the bar welded in. It's not the prettiest job, but it was the best I can do. I had to do individual tacks on each side, back and forth to keep this thing moving freely. So, yeah, what a pain in the ass. Most people will not have that problem. If it wasn't for bad luck, I'd have no luck. So you gotta, these are the down links that come down to the rear end. They get welded onto the rear like that, and then they can be adjusted out. Now, I am friends with Dave Zimmerman, the owner of Team Z, on Facebook, so he was able to help me get this bar in here. He gave me some pointers on it, and it worked pretty well. I got it in. Nobody should have that problem. It sucked. I won't even lie, it was horrible. But anyway, so these bars are fully adjustable to any length. Now, from what I saw in his videos, you want to get these welded on 90 degrees parallel, and they call that a flat. See how it's got all the flat parts in it? When you adjust this one, obviously I'm not going to be adjusting them now because, you know, the rear end's not in the car. You want to adjust them while the weight is on the suspension, whether it's sitting on the cribs like I have, the wood cribs, or you got it on a 4-post lift or whatever. But when you get this in, I think it was one flat or two flats. I'd have to watch this video again. One flat is like 15 pounds of preload, so that's kind of nice. So now we've successfully completed the install of the Team Z anti-roll bar. If you're considering putting an anti-roll bar in your car and you got a Mustang, check out Team Z. That's a badass unit. I had a nightmare time putting it in, but everyone I've talked to hasn't. I don't know. It's just my dumb luck. Like I said, that's an awesome piece. Awesome customer service. I can't say enough about Dave's customer service. So now we got that all installed. It's done. Another thing off the list. Anti-roll bars in, upper control arms are in, lowers are in. I'm gonna build the rear soon. Once I got money for it. Well, it's gotta build the rear. Shocks. I gotta get shocks. I'm flip-flopping back and forth between small tire valving from Strange and double adjustable Vikings. Double adjustable Strange as well. They're right around the same price. I got Strange single adjustables in the front. I don't know if I'm going to keep it the same. I might switch to Vikings. I'm not 100%. I'm going to call a couple people, talk to them about it, see what they have to say, and we'll go from there, and I'll get some shocks ordered up. And build the rear end, stick some freaking tires on it. Like that big old Mamba Jamba. Not this big, this is too big. This actually doesn't fit. But that's a 15 by 12 with a 7.5 back spacing, which should be perfect for a cut rear that's cut 2 inches down. That's my buddy's. I gotta take the tire off. It doesn't fit a Foxbody. That's the only downside to a Foxbody, is the wheel wells are kind of small. I think the only thing you can fit, largest you can fit, is a 29 or 29.5. That's a 30. So it hits. You can make it fit. You just cut your quarters. That ain't happening here. Yeah. So that's gonna be pretty badass. What else? What else is next? I don't know. Stay tuned. We'll see what's next. So, like usual, like, subscribe, comment, follow me on Instagram at Racestatus. Go to the garage, get some work done, have a cold beer. Have a good night, guys.